And up next in the same disinformation category, Giorgi Kakhiani of Georgia with Now Repost.
Hi, my name is Gio, and I represent Now Repost. But before I get into the details, I want to talk about the problems that most pro-democratic organizations experience in their communication. The fact is, we're trying to spread the information and educate public about democracy and democratic values, but we fail to have much influence on the public opinion. And the way public opinion is formed is at the private conversations, at the dinner tables, at the birthday parties, and that's what Russian propaganda machine has figured out. And we saw this firsthand when the war in Ukraine broke out. We saw Russian misinformation cells started to spread all the wrong information or disinformation aligned across all social media channels. Here is the screenshot of a bunch of ordinary Russian kids spreading misinformation, and weird thing is that their communication was word-to-word identical. They didn't even bother to change a single word in their messaging. So we wish that all pro-democratic organizations were so strategic in their communication, and that's why we've created Now Repost. Now Repost is a human-centered communication mechanism allowing pro-democratic organizations to provide right content and information to their active supporters so that they can then spread and circulate the information within their social networks and both online and offline. We've onboarded 3 major pro-democratic organizations operating in Georgia, which is a big deal for us because we're not live yet. Also, we plan to expand from Georgia towards Eastern European countries that used to be part of the Soviet Union and are trying to become the part of European family. Right now, the app runs on a freemium model, but we have very clear vision how to monetize the app by inviting commercial organizations to use the application in the future for their advertising purposes. A little bit about myself. I have a degree in marketing and communication, and I have experience in new product development and management, like years of experience. And I'm looking forward to partner with organizations operating outside of Georgia. So if you happen to know anyone I should talk to, please let me know after the presentations. Thank you.
Okay. And now questions from the panel. Stina.
So, I mean, there's no doubt that we need to make sure that fake news is not spreading and disinformation and fighting all of those. So my question to you is, how can I trust your technology?
Yeah, it's sort of like about verification so that we do not allow anyone use the application without our verification. It's sort of like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, at the moment.
I'll trust you.
Okay, trust me.
Tony.
I think my question is related directly to your answer. The idea of, I think you called them trusted followers, essentially, is a pretty novel one. Most companies want as many users and followers as they possibly can get, and yours is almost the opposite, where there is a screening mechanism. Can you talk about how that might affect your profitability?
Yeah, actually, it's my answer would be like quality over quantity. So I think if the community or a person who is influential but has like only 500 followers, but they are like very active with this guy, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they are like active on social media. You might have a community that you run like monthly meetups in real life. Mm-hmm. That's a new thing in again after COVID, right? So yeah, that's what I mean. Like you might run some community and your information is more trusted rather than just some 100 other random guys saying the same thing.
Tommy, you want to weigh in?
Who's actually the customer to your tool?
Well, right now, as we're freemium, pro-democratic organizations or NGOs, but I don't like saying NGOs because there are a lot of NGOs that work for Russia in Eastern European countries, probably in other countries as well. But right now, pro-democratic organizations that are trying to become the part of the European Union, these are the clients at the moment. But in the future, obviously, this has the opportunity to onboard any type of commercial organization, like Coca-Cola could use it for their PR messaging, and that's it.
Gio, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.